What is up, guys? How's it going? Today I am having homemade turkey soup because this past weekend it was our Thanksgiving here in Canada. So happy belated Thanksgiving to all my fellow Canadians. I hope you guys had a very fulfilling Thanksgiving. So I'm going to call this video Soup Talk because I'm going to have some soup, talk with you, and talk about the trip. Um, so, the last post I did, I was packing up and coming back home, in that we were disembarking in Vancouver. And then the video I was posting, we were actually set sail to Vancouver, which we were moving at very snail pace because from Vancouver Port to from Victoria Port to Victoria, can't even talk this morning. From Victoria Port to Vancouver Port, it's not that long. It's maybe even like an hour. So we were moving at a very snail pace. At one point, I thought maybe we have maybe anchored along the coast so that we just didn't actually had to move that slow or move that fast in that, because we arrived in Vancouver at 3 a.m. went under the Lionsgate Bridge and all, which I kind of missed because I thought it would be kind of a cool experience seeing underneath the Lionsgate Bridge, but you wouldn't be able to see it because it would be too dark out in that, and I think the Lionsgate Bridge would be a little bit lighter, but I don't know. But the trip was okay. I gotta say that we never got to Skagway and we never got to Sitka because there was a storm formation heading towards that direction. So it was really unfortunate, but the captain decided, well, as a nice gesture, well, why don't we go to Ketchikan? But going to Ketchikan, the storm it was forming bigger and bigger and bigger, and it was getting into the Ketchikan area. So unfortunately, we never really got there, and it kind of sucked. And we had to spend 2 days at sea heading south back to Victoria, which in Victoria, we ended up spending a day. We spent overnight in Victoria. I think we arrived there early in the morning. We arrived at maybe at 5 or 6 in the morning and all that stuff. So you were able to get off ship early in the morning and walk around Victoria, which was really nice. And yeah, the weather was perfect. The weather was sort of like what it is today right now. It is actually partly sunny skies today, and it's quite nice. But tomorrow we're going to be getting our atmosphere river storm coming tomorrow. So hopefully everybody can get all their errands done in Vancouver and all that stuff early so that you're not stuck in the rain. But yeah, Victoria was great. We got to spend a whole day there and a bit the next day. And the great thing is that when you're spending the night in port at one of the cities, there's no time requirements when you need to be back on ship. It's 24 hours in that, which was a nice treat. So we got to go off ship again and go walk around downtown Victoria at night, which was nice because it's nice to just do a simple walk into town, look at the gift shops and that, and then work your way back to the cruise ship. I kind of regret not taking a picture of the cruise ship at night because this is the only time that you could have the only time you can actually do it is taking a picture at night when you're at port overnight at one of the ports. And I did not take a picture, and I was kicking myself thinking, dang it, I kind of wish I did that, but I didn't. So hopefully maybe one day I'll be at port at one of the another places overnight and I can take a picture of the cruise ship I'm on. Talk about cruise ships. Me, my mom, my dad, and my daughter are heading back to Alaska, which my daughter wasn't on this trip to Alaska. It was just me and my daughter's father. But I'm heading back to Alaska next year in September, which I'm so excited for. This will be my daughter's very first ever cruise ever. And so we're going on Quantum of the Seas. It's the same replica as Ovation. So it's quite nice. And so we're really excited. My dad is treating my daughter to Alaska. So this time around, I'm paying for my own trip and that. But my daughter, this will be my daughter's like birthday / Christmas gift to her. So my parents are going to be taking her with her. I will be back in my virtual balcony again on Quantum, which is really neat. Virtual balcony room, it's going to be pretty much the same room that I had on Ovation. So yeah, but I did say in my last video that I'm going to be doing a video of what I liked it about Ovation of the Seas and what I wish that Ovation of the Seas had. And that video will come up soon. I'm actually going to be talking to my daughter's father. Maybe he'll end up having the courage to come on camera so that he can actually talk about his wishes and what he kind of wishes that there was something that could have been done on the ship, or our room, or the food, or the entertainment. And that, don't know, but he's very shy. But if he doesn't, then I will probably end up just getting him to write down a list of things that his wishes and his likes that he liked it on the ship. There's only one thing I know that he did wish about. He wishes that there was a plug-in on both sides of the bed. So in our stateroom, since we had a virtual balcony, on the right side of the bed there was a plug in there, so you can plug in your phone or whatever. But on the left side of the bed, it was just pretty much the cruise ship's phone, but there's no plug-in. And that was like one of his wishes that he kind of wished that they had, was a plug-in on both sides of the bed instead of just one. That was one of his wishes. Entertainment, he by far said that he loved the Beautiful Dream, which was incredible. I gotta say, I do agree with him. The Beautiful Dream was an incredible performance, and I loved it. And the Live, Love, and Legs, it was great. It was like a burlesque kind of feel and showgirl kind of feel, kind of performance. I liked it because the costumes were very like they were nice and glitz and glam, and the headpieces and all. I loved it, and how the performers did and their dancing. It was amazing. And that. Now, could I say that it would be great for kids? Kinda, but kinda not, because there were some things I was thinking it was kind of like, well, weird, because there was a little girl like 2 rows in front of me watching this, and I'm like, some of the dance moves that they did was kind of seductive, but it was just dance. Like, it wasn't like they were like actually, getting it on, and it's just a performance. But the overall, performance and the dancing was incredible. There was so much on the ship to do. I spent a lot of time in the Royal Esplanade, and I did go to Sorrento's, and it was great. If you guys don't know what Sorrento's is, it's literally like a pizza area. It's like a pizza place where you just go in, get your pizza, and you sit down, and then you get your fountain drink, and then you can just sit down, have pizza, and just talk with friends. People were actually in Sorrento's having a pizza and playing card games, which was great. And that, because nothing better than playing cards and eating some pizza and having some pop in that, and just having a relaxing time. Because part about being on vacation is about having a good time, relaxing, and just not thinking about work. That's pretty much what going on vacation and going on a cruise is, or going anywhere. You're not thinking about going to work, not thinking about dealing with customers. You're just there to have a great time and have fun. And that's what it was all about. And it was great. My favorite part of the ship, I liked the Royal Esplanade because, like, when you first walked in, felt like it was small, but when you finally got adapted to it, it got kind of big to me. My favorite part of the ship, I gotta say, the 270 was great. It was awesome. It's at the aft of the ship. It's at the back end of the ship. And it was great. And if you guys don't know what the 270 means, it's like 270 degrees of like just windows at the back, where it just shows like, the back of the ship. And like, when the ship is moving, you get to see like, nice little streak of like, water, because, like the ship is moving. That's kind of cool. But it's 270 degrees of just window, just looking outside. And it's incredible. It is beautiful. It is big. It is grand. And the Royal Theater was great. And the best thing about the performances, and that before you could go in, there was like a couple of shows that we ended up going. There was one that was just out of random. We were just like, well, let's just go in. And it was like the Marriage Game show. I didn't even think of that, forgot that the show was going on, but we ended up finding a seat near closer to like to the stage. And the amount of time, like, even if you're like 10 minutes before showing or 15 minutes before showing, there was still a lot of sitting in like the 270, and including the Royal Theater. There was still plenty of sitting in that, which I really enjoyed. But we had our own, so me and my daughter's father, we actually had our own like little space where we would sit. And we would sit in this one spot all the time, because it was like, it was just 2-seaters away from the side, but it was actually a nice angle where you could see the whole entire performance. Not so many people were sitting near us, so that's why it was a perfect spot to sit in. So we would just go all the way downstairs, go around this column, and there's 2 seats in that right there. So we would always sit at these 2 seats all the time, and that, because it was so easy, because we can easily just grab our cups, get up and go, and just go back upstairs and go to our room, and that was it for the night. And it was great. It was awesome. And it was great performances, and I loved it. And I loved it so much. And I cannot wait for the next cruise. I'm hoping that the performances on the next cruise for Quantum of the Seas will be somewhat of the same, so then I can take my daughter, so then she can see all the dancing, she can see all the music. Because my daughter has autism spectrum disorder, and she is nonverbal, but her favorite thing is she loves music, she loves dance, she likes fast going things. So I'm hoping, like, when I take her to one of these performances that are like, that are like involving singing and dancing, I'm hoping that she'll like it. If she doesn't, then I can always get up and just we'll go for a walk and just do our own thing. But at least I'm hoping that she will actually stay for the full out performance. It's like about 45 minutes. Some of them are 45 minutes. Some of them are about an hour. So I'm hoping that, she'll sit and watch. And I'm going to bring some headphones for her too as well, so that it's not so like, pitching on her. But I'm excited. But I'm doing all this stuff all over again. Getting packed up, figuring out what I need to bring, get traveler's insurance, and including I need to get a passport for my daughter and too as well. So I'm hoping that she will stay still and show a very sad face in that for her passport photo, which I'm crossing my fingers for, because normally she doesn't like to stay still. So I need to get this passport done ASAP, so that we have it all there and ready to go for when we leave. I'm excited. My daughter has no idea what's going to happen, but when she sees the cruise ship, I'm thinking that she may get excited, and she might get even more overstimulated when she sees the food, because she never gets to see that kind of amount of food, and it's like more of like a help yourself kind of feeling, and I'm excited for her. So yeah, but overall, I am going to be making more videos of my wishes and what my likes are for the Ovation of the Seas, and I'll do it again for Quantum of the Seas. And I'm hoping that maybe I can actually save up the money and go on different type of cruise ships so that I can give my thoughts in that. Maybe like going on a cruise ship, giving you guys an idea what the cruise ship looks like inside, give it like a ship tour or something, and kind of get that feeling if you want to try out that cruise ship. It's so much fun going traveling and get to explore and see the world a bit more in that, and just not being at home all the time. So it was nice going away for a change, and I conquered a fear of mine, like leaving the country, because I have like anxieties of traveling, but this time around it was actually not that bad. So anywho, I'm gonna finish up my turkey soup that my mom made. Is delicious. It has mushrooms, carrots, turkey, onions, celery, and has chicken broth. But until then, guys, I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy whatever nice weather you have wherever you are, and if you guys are in the Vancouver region, enjoy our nice weather that we're having, because tomorrow morning it is going to rain and it's going to come down hard. So till then, guys, stay true, stay you, stay positive too, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.